Hey guys, this is Level Zero, and today I have some tips and tricks on how to stay alive in the heli longer and be more effective. Now, this is probably gonna be a short video, maybe like six minutes. I'm gonna try to keep it 6 minutes. Okay, so the first tip is knowing how where your out of bounds are. Even though there are set out of bounds in the game, you need to know where your out of bounds are. So if you play like some say like this is Dawnbreaker, this current game, but if you know you just need to be aware of your surroundings. If there's an AA where on this particular match no one took the AA on their side or the AA was camping at their base, trying to camp people that were going close to their to their base, and I'm gonna just get the formalities out the way really fast. I'm gonna do a video on all vehicles and how to stay longer as an infantry. So be sure to leave a comment in the comment section what you want me to do first. But yeah, so the first tip I can give is knowing where your out of bounds are. So we all know that Battlefield has a set out of bounds. The out of bounds is larger if you're in a vehicle. That's really good. But if you're see like right here, I went for him. Normally this is my out of bounds. You will not see me go over here again, as there's lots of vehicles and that type of thing. So basically, where my out of bounds are on a map like this, I try not to go near B. I think it is where you can take the elevator up to the roof. I tend not to go over there because that's where the AA tends to be. And this map has really nice cover with the buildings for air vehicles. It's a lot harder for jets to take you out. So yeah. So the second tip I can give is when you're in a scout heli, we all know how agile it is. We all know how more agile it got. But the one thing when you're trying to take out like another scout heli, aiming for the head or the pilot in this case will do more damage to it, the pilot, and the vehicle itself. You guys may not know this, but it is true. I've tested it many times in game, and it does deal more damage. Even though when you're aiming for like the side that has a larger hitbox, aiming for the head does more damage. And even if you're not aiming for the pilot, some of the bullets will hit the pilot, and you will shoot him out and give your team the chance to take their scout heli pilot, assuming the server allows for that. Because I know there's some servers out there that don't allow for that. Wow, 2 minutes already. Okay, so third tip I can give is if there's a jet strafing you in the scout heli, you can do a lot of damage to jets. And in this clip, I do take out a jet. I think I don't remember. It was a long time ago. When I mean a long time ago, I mean like earlier this morning. Yeah, so the scout heli, practically all vehicles can take down each vehicle of their in that said class. But the scout heli's miniguns are really dominant. They can take out pretty much anything except armor. It's not battle. I remember in Battlefield. Sorry, that was a hiccup. In Battlefield 3, you were able to take out tanks. You're basically able to take out everything. The scout heli in that game was OP. But in this game, you can't take out. The miniguns cannot deal damage to the armor. And here, this was kind of a fail. I thought I had I thought I was an engineer. But yeah, the scout heli's miniguns can't do anything. So basically, you gotta just deal with the best. And another tip I can give is try not to fly as low. The only time I would recommend you flying low is when you're trying to get away from like a stinger. Assuming you don't have a countermeasure. When you're like trying to get away from another pilot. And I would never really recommend running from a pilot. I recommend you just stick it out, because if you run, then they have a free shot at taking you out. If you don't, you can stay alive longer, and maybe you will get lucky and kill them. And I'm probably gonna run out of time here, so I'm probably gonna have to end adding a next clip. But yeah, so the third tip is I don't know if I said this earlier, but about not try to staying on target. If I did, I'm gonna say it again. When you're facing another good heli pilot, the reason why they seem to take you out so fast is, like I said before, they're aiming for the pilot. So they're trying to shoot you out essentially, and that's what I will recommend you do to all pilots. Is if you aim for the cockpit of the pilot, whether it's in the attack chopper, transport, jet, or scout, aiming for the cockpit of the player controlling that said vehicle, it deals more damage than it will do than aiming at the side or something. And you guys may not think that's true, but it is true. I've actually tried it, and it's true. So I think another tip I can give is this kind of contradicts, but when if you're going against like a good pilot, trying to dodge and weave his bullets, make him burn his chopper belt as fast as possible. So his minigun belt. So basically, what I mean by that is like the time it takes for the minigun to overheat, and then if his gun overheats and you have a good amount of health left, you can finish him off. And yeah, so attachments I recommend you go with is ECM almost always, air radar almost always. Unless you want to go for gyro, whatever that thing was called. I don't even remember what it's called. I don't even use it anymore. But I think it's called gyro stabilizer. You can use that if you're new, but once you get the hang of flying, I recommend you use air radar so you can know when jets and things are sneaking up against you, assuming they're not using ECM. And camo is really up to you. I like red. Red looks really nice on anything. And I think this is called like I don't even remember what it's called, but yeah. Um, Another tip, the last tip, the final tip I can give you guys is practice. These little tip series videos, it's not gonna get you better in all in one day. It's not. You're gonna have to go into a server. You're gonna have to practice. Another thing I can recommend you do is go into the test range and just try and fly as fast as you can while trying to maintain the control of that said vehicle. And that's basically all it takes is practice. And like right here, this is a really good way of me doing a inverted front flip, which made me able to get on that helicopter. And yeah, oh wait, I'm making it loop, so you're not even gonna see that. It's gonna be in the beginning at around 1 minute 50 seconds, so just rewind it if you're doing that. The video I'm watching is looping. So yeah, so I guess I'll throw in one more tip, but just one more tip again is always run an engineer. Things will always get sticky, and you may need to land your chopper at some points. And when you're going to land your chopper, don't throw it at the ground. Try and land it as softly as you can while going fast to the ground, assuming you're disabled with something like 12 health. If you're high in the air, you can switch seats. If you're on PC, it's a bit easier. If you're on console, you're just going to spam that X key. But if you're on PC and you're high in the sky with something like 3 HP left, press like F2 or F3 if you're in the scout, and get your repair tool out and repair it. And I would recommend you repair it until you're not disabled anymore. Don't repair it till you're like 30% or something like that. Repair until you're not disabled anymore and you can fly away and get away from that danger. The reason why I say this is because majority of the vanilla maps, I know that not everyone has premium, and most of the maps, DLC maps, have water surrounding. So if you repair too long, you go into this animation where the blades on the chopper have to spin up before you can fly up as fast. So this is why I recommend you repair only until you're finished, you're not disabled anymore, and then get out and then land the chopper at a base or something somewhere safe, and then fully repair there. The same thing goes as when you spawn in the chopper, fly away from the base, like for the spawn pad, land the chopper, get your repair tool out from then, so then when you switch seats to repair, you don't have to like do finger fills or go through your RPG then your repair tool, because it has happened to me where you forget which key it is, even though when I don't, it's still there. But yeah, so that's I think that's all the tips I can give for today's video, guys. And this is level 0, and I'll catch you in the next how-to on how to fly the attack helicopter more effectively. So stay tuned for that, guys.